provide service. Lynette.
So this morning, the health board comes before you to ask for a decision regarding the employee wellness clinic for Moffett County Walnut or insurance participants. As part of that decision, we would also like a recommendation that the vendor that we go through for this process is Care Here. Um, we've gone out for the RFP process. This company can do this within our financial means. So to recap, our county insurance is actually self-funded, which means we pay dollar for dollar for every medical bill that we have up to $80,000 per participant. Once they hit that $80,000 limit, our stop loss insurance kicks in, and then it pays 100% of those claims. So we are going to spend this. Carrier's proposal is $214,138. We're going to spend this regardless if we do this clinic or not. This is just being more fiscally responsible with our dollars, to where we're trying to promote employee wellness. We want them to get into a clinic. We want them to be seen, which in hopes we're going to find things earlier, they're going to be healthier, and then we're going to refer them out, because if something is found, they're going to need further treatment,
sure.
which we can't provide in this.
Yeah.
That's where the hospital would come in, or the regular primary care physician.
Sure. So somebody came in this clinic and they said, and had their half hour, and for a normal checkup, they'd get a blood test and then sit down with the doctor for a half hour, and the doctor would say, you know, according to this blood test we've got that we took from you a month ago or whatever, the reports are back, and you're stage 1 diabetic. At that point, they would say, you need to go see your primary care physician and get something set up on this, or would they, what's the protocol there? I mean, the doctor in that office wouldn't say, I'm going to treat you for this.
They can.
Can they?
Well,
and it's going to depend on what it is.
To say too, it may not be a doctor, it may just be a PA.
Or a PA.
Chances are.
But then it's up to the employee to take their own health care into their own hands. But we want this initial to where I spoke with Judy Harris up at Steamboat Springs School District today, and they actually have one of these clinics in place. They had a gentleman go in, doesn't usually go to the doctor. He went in, found out he had prostate cancer. So it actually saved his life. And I'm hoping that we have some of those to where we're going to spend a little bit more up front with these people, but we want to spend it now. That's why we've always covered 100% preventative on our insurance. If employees still aren't utilizing that, because it's still that factor, they have to take time off work, they have to pay their copay, and they have to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
We want to make it the easiest route for our employees to seek medical care, and then refer them out if they need the additional medical care.
That makes sense.
And then, like we discussed last week, a health risk assessment would be required for anyone wanting to use the clinic. Once that health risk assessment comes back, they're going to be required to meet with the clinic for their 20-minute appointment and actually go through what was found on their blood work. They can then say you are diabetic, or maybe you are prone for high blood pressure. They're going to make them aware of some of the risks that they may have with health care, or they may say you're perfectly healthy, you're fine, you don't need to come back. 20-minute appointments, we'll have flexible hours. We still have no idea what the actual hours would be, but we would offer day appointments, night appointments, and some weekends. We can't see that every weekend that it would be busy, so we need to tailor it around the needs of our employees. There would still be no co-payments, deductibles, or time for any employee wanting to utilize the clinic. We're taking a proactive approach to employee wellness. We want to get the employee in to be seen, and then set up a wellness or treatment plan for them. And then if there's anything severe, those employees are referred out. And when I spoke with Don Cook last week from the hospital board, there's still room for that hospital collaboration where we want to see the discounts come in. And then maybe we can set something up through our insurance plan, as it already is, offering lower deductibles or copays if they stay within our local community. Because right now it's Moffett and Routt County that is our in-network provider. So they can go to any of those. But we can look at all of those options. But as part of that RFP process, the hospital came back and there were no dollar figures, I guess, to say. In their bid, it was just, we can help you with wellness, we can help you with these areas. But there was nothing tied to money to see what we could actually do up front.
What are we committing to here? Will this be for 1 year for now?
Yeah, but just gonna do it for a year, we don't wanna go into it. They're saying at least a 3-year investment, because you have to see your return on investment. This company's willing to put their own funds up for a return on investment and performance guarantees. If they don't meet those, we'll set up those guidelines to start with, so if, at the end of each year, if we're not meeting what we're supposed to be, they're gonna pay us back some of their administrative costs. So they're willing to put the money where their mouth is too.
Judge before I make a motion,
Well, what I'd like to do is get a motion on the floor. And then we'll open it up for public comment,
okay,
and then have board comment, and then we'll vote on it, okay?
So the motion would be with who we're going with?
I think first of all, you need to approve even doing the clinic.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion that we're going to do a county clinic, with Kara here as a provider.
Yeah, that'll,
Will that work? Okay.
yeah.
Second.
Okay, motion and a second, so any discussion, public comment?
I'm
Say your,
Morgan.
do me a favor, say your name too, so we
Okay.
get it in the record.
Ken Morgan. I'm interested why this can't be done.
Well, we're gonna open up for comment, not a question. We'll try to answer the questions at the end.
My
To keep
comment,
it,
my comment is that I would think this would be best, if it were looked at, being provided through the private enterprise, because it's already established. And I would think that they would be amenable to cutting costs, so that it could be done through the private enterprise.
okay? Anybody else?
I think
Yes.
that when the RFPs went out, they all admitted that they couldn't do it. RFPs went out and they all said, we can't match that, we can't do what this organization can do.
So,
I would say not all of them admitted that. I did have one clinic tell me they don't have the resources to even bid on it. Another local clinic said she needed another 3 months to do the request. And then with what the TMH clinic did, there just weren't figures in there. And they did admit to us in a meeting, they can't physically do everything that's in the RFP.
Anybody else? Yes.
I think as a health board, we're always looking at ways to save money and cut costs with the rising healthcare costs. That's something that we've done through the years always, and this is just something that we found that we think will work for Moffett County, its employers and for the employees and actually the taxpayers in the long run.
Yes.
And another, on the health board also, the health of our employees is very important to us, and this is a way we see as an encouragement to get our employees to even go to the doctor. We have several that won't even go, time-wise, money-wise, whatever, and this seems to be an opportunity that, from the experiences from all the other clinics that are out there doing this, the people feel more comfortable doing it, and once they get started, they will continue to go, and there's programs that the clinic can work with them to continually, hopefully, improve their lifestyle and their health.
Anybody? Yes, sir.
Roy Tiff from Moffett County. What kind of savings to the county? The clinic will bring savings to the county over our current insurance that we have now. I just wonder what the number was.
We don't have exact amounts, and we probably won't until we've actually done this for a period of time. But with this $214,000, you're looking at, through our clinic, a $75 office charge is what it will work out to in our clinic. Going out on the private sector, you're looking at an average of $117. So that's not even an apples to apples comparison, because through our clinic, they will have any lab work done that they need done. If a generic prescription that we stock